Is Marten Jenkins. He's over in Shepherdstown. He's a good guy. I've met him years ago, and he's with the Natural Capital Fund, investment fund. And I'm going to let him tell you more about what he can do. Okay?
Good evening. Can everyone hear me? I have the same problems with Rick with microphones. As Bill said, my name is Marten Jenkins. I'm with a Natural Capital Investment Fund. We are a community development loan fund that provides financing to natural resource-based businesses in West Virginia. And we were established with the support of the West Virginia Development Office and West Virginia Small Business Development Center, and a tremendous amount of support from the USDA to help provide financing for early stage startup businesses in rural West Virginia. As Richard said, that's pretty much everywhere but parts of Charleston. And before I talk about our program, we recently helped a business apply for a REAP grant program. It was a locally owned grocery store that wanted to upgrade their lighting, HVAC system, coolers, and if you can get assistance from the West Virginia Small Business Development Center to help with your financial projections that are required. The paperwork takes all of 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. It's a no-brainer, and because the approval now is at the state level, it was approved within less than 2 weeks. One of the things that Richard didn't mention was that you have to get approval from the USDA before you start spending money, because once you start spending money, those costs are they're no longer eligible. I have information on our loan program that no one really wants to hear about interest rates and things like that, so I'm going to leave this with Bill. But when we talk about natural resource-based businesses, that's everything from value-added farm activities or alternative agriculture. People want to grow game birds, crops, or livestock operations that are not that the bank just doesn't understand, is not comfortable with, to energy efficiency projects, renewable energy projects, folks who install projects, to millwork, furniture, sawmills, homeopathic drug manufacturers like Washington Homeopathics here in Berkeley Springs, to kind of green building projects. And we've also done aquaculture projects in the southern part of the state. But we're really not a standalone lender. We try to partner with banks. You may have a business idea that your bank says, hey, this is really great, but we're not comfortable covering 100% of the project. We provide gap financing to help kind of make those financing packages come together. But we work very closely with Chris Lundberg at the Small Business Development Center. That's usually the first part of our process, and Nancy, of course. But what we like is that a business sits down with a Small Business Development Center or another service provider and kind of pulls together all its financials and kind of gets a sense of what they want to do, and then they come work with us. Although we spend a lot of time driving around the state kind of kicking the tires. But one of our special initiatives right now in West Virginia we have a renewable energy and energy efficiency program going on, where we're working very closely with Richard and the Small Business Development Center to help businesses organize and kind of get energy audits, then taking those audits and kind of helping the business put a business plan together, getting the application pulled together for USDA, and then once that's approved, then we'll work with a small business to help put a financing package together, whether or not we're going to participate in it. And in addition to our loan program, we have something called, it's a pool of funds from organizations like USDA that provide technical assistance services to small businesses, so that a bank comes up and says, we love your project, but we're a little concerned about this accounting piece or marketing or engineering, that we can use these grant dollars to retain consultants or manufacturing specialists to help a business address that sort of non-financial challenge that they're working on. And we have worked with specialty food businesses who've developed an all-natural food product that needed a organic stabilizer for their special caramel sauce. Unfortunately, WVU does not have any food technology experts in Morgantown, so we were able to use these grant funds to bring in someone, I think it was Iowa, to work with this business on developing a shelf-stable product so this business could ship its caramel sauce all over the country. And for specialty food manufacturers, we work very closely with West Virginia's Manufacturing Extension Partnership and some other groups who come in and help businesses lay out the production line and kind of fine-tune the automatic jar fillers and things like that. But that's it in a nutshell, and we're in kind of the $50,000 to $250,000 range in our loans. But we spend a lot of time helping businesses kind of pitching their proposals to banks and other non-traditional financiers. We're part of a statewide regional network where there are other organizations like ours that are interested in renewable energy, agribusiness related energy, and venture capital, people looking for equity financing for their businesses. But if people have questions, I'll leave my material with Chris and Bill, and they have my contact information. I have Richard's email here. I'll give that to you. That'll help. I think I even have his home number, but he's responsive. So, but there are questions. My contact information's here. We have a list of the types of portfolio companies that we work with on our website. We've financed restaurants that support local agriculture. But we've done pretty much everything from on-farm storage for grains for small farms to aquaculture processing facilities to game bird farms. So we cover everything that non-traditional doesn't fit within the comfort zone of most small business loan programs. So, questions? Yes?
Martin, so you're a national organization, so you're working not just West
We're a multi-state organization. I'm affiliated with a national organization, but we operate in West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. But I really cover the West Virginia market. So if you're based here in West Virginia, we can help you. If you're from Virginia or Pennsylvania or Maryland, I can try and find someone who can help you out.
Pennsylvania is on your map.
We do not. I have friends who run similar organizations in Pennsylvania, but we are, because of the source of our funds, we're really restricted to West Virginia.